Hi there, I'm Julia, a birth doula and hypnobirthing educator, and today I'm going to discuss 5 ways in which you can make your labor and birth more comfortable. Whether you're planning a hospital, a home birth, or somewhere in between, hopefully these tips will allow you to approach your labor with confidence. First thing is to understand that birth is a powerful force. Powerful, but that doesn't mean it's something to fear. It's something that we want to work with. How can we channel that intensity? Thinking of each contraction, each wave as bringing your baby closer to you and that there is purpose behind it, not that it is something being done to you. When we recognize that birth is a natural process and that it can actually be transformative, there's less resistance and we can lean with trust, lean in with more confidence. Some tools to help shift you into this mindset are visualization. So really visualizing and planning for your birth. Can you see yourself moving through each contraction as a labor of love? Using positive affirmations in your pregnancy, like I can do anything for 1 minute. I trust my body. I am safe. I am calm. If you want to use the hypnobirthing affirmations, or if you are a woman of faith and want to lean more into scripture, these positive sayings, these mantras, will ultimately be your anchor in labor. And when you practice or pray with them throughout your pregnancy, you're able to utilize them in your birth. And then preparation, educating and exposing yourself as much as you can to birth. Learn the stages of birth, watch real birth videos, listen to birth podcasts. There is so much. You can just flood your senses with positive birth stories, and you and your partner can really be exposed to what happens when birth goes right. We see a lot of times when birth goes wrong, but what happens when it goes right, and flood yourself with that information. And that is not to be naive to the realities of birth. I want you to be well prepared with lots of different scenarios and interventions that can be offered to you. But at its core, birth is normal, natural, and a healthy function of the body. Next tip is to understand your body's signals. Labor sensations are a way of your body communicating what it needs. It goes along the same lines of reframing and that mindset, but seeing contraction not as something painful, but as a way of your body telling you maybe you need to move, maybe you need to breathe, maybe there's a position change, maybe you need water, food, rest. Listen to your body's signals. In labor, when we actually quiet our body and mind, maybe close our eyes and say, okay, what does my body need? The surge comes, your body often shifts, moves, and flows the way it needs to. So are you giving yourself time in pregnancy and in labor to really understand those cues? The next tip is to create a sanctuary and an atmosphere of peace during your labor. One of the most underrated aspects of your labor comfort is your environment. If you have bright lights, distractions, loud people coming in and out, you're probably not going to be able to relax and be in a flow state. And labor thrives on being in a flow state. You want to think about lighting, either complete darkness or dim twinkle lights, candles, fairy string lights. You want to think about music, maybe ambient sounds, instrumental music, music to fill the space but not to distract. And especially if you're birthing at a place outside of your home, you want to fill it with personal items. So whether that's photos or a warm, cozy robe, a blanket, these comfort items that when you even smell it or, rub your skin up against it, you're instantly relaxed. That is what's going to bring you comfort in labor. And the next are practical comfort techniques in your labor. You want to think of your breath. Practice in pregnancy breathing, calm breathing, surge breathing, in for 4, out for 8, a rapid inhale to 20, a rapid exhale of 20. This breath is going to carry you through your surges. Also understanding movement and positioning. If you feel really empowered, like you want to birth in all fours or be in a deep squat, get in those positions now in your pregnancy while practicing breath work, so your body kind of knows how to move and flow, and it's muscle memory by the time your labor comes along. Other comfort techniques that can be helpful in your labor is water immersion, really submersing in a tub, or even just standing in a shower and letting the warm water fall across your back. Using hot or cold packs, maybe a warm compress on your lower back, and as labor starts to progress, using cool washcloths on your forehead or the back of your neck. And also counter pressure and massage. So whether that's a hip squeeze or light touch massage up and down your back, or maybe just a hug, and swaying and slow dancing together, but using touch and all of your senses to really bring you to a sense of calm. Lastly, it's the support that you receive in your labor. Support is everything, whether it's your partner, a friend, your mom, your grandma, the doula that you hire. Someone who knows your preferences, knows you, can really change the trajectory trajectory of your birth. Your support team can help keep the environment safe, calm, and protected. They can share your preferences with the providers coming in and out of the room. They can offer the counter pressure or the light touch massage. They can offer you a sip of water or maybe something to eat or put a cool washcloth on your head and really help you navigate labor. You don't have to do labor alone. Use the support and resources around you so that you can go deep within your birthing body and they can figure out all the rest. All of these tools and the resources are like pieces of a puzzle, but use what works for you in the moment. Trust your instincts, communicate your needs, and know that you have the strength to birth your baby. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope that you find the resources, tools, and support to have the birth that you want. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.